Hello guys, this is DK Uncovered. So what I would like to share with you today is basically the second part of my last video. I talked about how you can overcome every problem you are going through right now. These problems are supposed to be temporary defeats, and temporary defeats always have a seed of equivalent in it, a seed of equivalent benefit. But the thing is that because most of the time we allow our thoughts and our negative emotions to trick us into believing that there's nothing that can help us overcome the problem, so there's no solutions, it's why we turn these problems into permanent failures. You get what I'm trying to say? It is all about your thoughts. Now, it is fine to go through hard times. It is fine to be sad, be discouraged, be unhappy at that moment that you are going through the situation. But the problem is that we like to think about these problems few hours later, few days later, few weeks later, few months later, few years later. So then it's like a wound. If you get cut, right, if you get a small cut and you keep touching it, what would happen? It would end up becoming a big one. It would end up not being able to heal because we keep interrupting with it, right? It is the same thing as your problems. If you try to focus on those problems, right, if you try to think about it, if you try to be emotional, you just keep focusing on it and focusing on it, then you can't find the solution, isn't it? You can't find the solutions, and it is going to just be there, and it is going to either even cause you to get ill, like like a wound. If you keep touching it and it gets bigger, you would end up getting ill, right? Because it will get infected, isn't it? It's the same thing as your problems, right? If you keep focusing on it and you just keep thinking and thinking about it, and you allow that to cause negative emotions, what would happen? You would end up attracting ill health into your life. I remember my last video, I said that the cells in your body at this moment is not going to be the same cells you would have in 11 months time. It is going to be completely different cells, and the strength or the weakness of those cells will be all down to the thoughts you are having today. You see what I'm trying to say? So instead of focusing on the problems, you try to find solutions. But that's not the sole purpose of my video today. I want to talk about the most important thing in life: your attitude. If you want to prosper, if you want to have the right affairs, if you want to just be happy in life, you need to have the right attitude. If you want to progress in your workplace, you need to have the right attitude. You need to have the right mindset on how you would want to deal with people in general. Because you don't want to go to a place no one wants to speak to you, no one likes you. That is going to make you unhappy. That is not going to make you progress in life. If you easily get angry, people are not going to like being around you, because you are just a problem, isn't it? If you like to complain and talk about your problems, people are not going to like to be around you. You are not going to be motivated to fight or overcome or see your problems from a different point of view. So it all comes down to your attitude, isn't it? Attitude is probably, like someone said this, right? He said something about what? Your attitude towards life will determine life's attitude towards you, right? So if you procrastinate a lot, if you don't focus on your dreams, your purpose, if you don't work on these things, in the next coming years, your friends and family that are working on their dreams at this moment, that are not, are not holding back on whatever they want to accomplish, they are going to evolve and progress and stay at the top. And then you would look at them from the bottom thinking, why didn't I do it? That is regret. Regret is probably one of the worst feeling as well. You do not want to be in that situation. You see what I'm saying? But it all comes down to your habits. You see what I'm saying? Your attitude. Are you willing to get up, read and study and learn to improve yourself? Are you willing to have the courage to get up and do the things that you've always wanted to do? All these things comes down to your attitude. If someone makes you angry, do you have the self-discipline to ignore the problem in the situation, or to ignore that person? Or are you going to just drop down to his level and argue with the person, or get angry at the person, or try to fight that person? And I've done this so many times, and trust me, nowadays when I see people fighting or arguing, right, I just think about, or I ask myself, is this how I used to be? And trust me, if you easily get angry, if you try to argue with people at your workplace, or you try to fight people, or you try to overreact to any problem, trust me, the people around that are looking at the problem, they look at the situation in a weird way. They will not even view you in the same way. A few days ago, some guy that I work with got sacked, right? He lost his job. And I'm telling you this year, his position pays well. His position pays well. But he lost his job all down to the fact that he got angry. It's anger. Anger is the reasons why this guy lost his job. It's anger, and then being around the wrong associates, and taking the wrong people's advice. You see what I'm saying? Not being able to just follow instructions and just do what he's supposed to do. It's what has caused him to lose his job that is paying well. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes down to the fact that we allow our emotions and our thoughts to just mess us around. Even at times, our surroundings as well. Like I said, the people around you. So your attitude is important. And your attitude still comes down to your goals in life. Do you have any goal? Is there anything you want to accomplish in your life? If you don't, start to figure out what you want. Write down the things you are good at and the things that you've always wanted since you were a child. All these things, you get me? Today's video, I want to make it very simple because I've basically talked about this before a long time ago. You know what I mean? Most of my videos is basically, I talk about the same thing every now and then, because all these things are basically what most happy people or most successful people use all the time. Most successful people that I've come across, right, they have these similar mindset. Even when I read books, right, Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich, Secret of the Ages, Secret Door to Success, all these things, power of the subconscious mind, they all use the same teachings, I would say. The dynamic laws of prosperity, it's all the same thing. That's why most of my videos are similar, because these books, right, when they talk about these things, they know exactly why they are talking about this, and they know that other books has already written these things, right? But they understand the fact that if people keep reading and people keep hearing the same things, eventually it will become normal to them. Like the adverts, for example, the LGBTQ, right? When obviously during those times, I remember, I'll go on social media, people are like, why is it that we see pride everywhere? We see pride on Sainsbury's, in Sainsbury's shops. When you playing game, you see it. When you're watching movies, you see it. You see, people don't understand here. When I see these things, me, I don't have any problem with the pride in it. But see, when I see these things, right, everywhere I go, I see it. Everywhere I go, I see different people just promoting feminism and all those things. It's right in your face. It's not a coincidence. They are not just doing it because, well, we are just trying to push support. It's because they're doing it. So then it's basically like they are trying to hypnotize people. You know what I'm saying? But they are not doing it in the wrong intentions. You know what I'm saying? It's just for the good intentions, but it's just that they want you to be familiar with this thing so much to the point that your subconscious would accept it. Your mind would accept it as a normal thing, right? It's like they are just programming you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always bring these certain words and certain things I say over and over again, because I want people to be 100% aware that your problems in life started from you. Nowhere but you. Your attitude, bruv. Your attitude didn't start from anywhere. William James said something like this: what? The greatest discovery of my generation was that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitude of mind. The human beings can alter their lives, you can alter your life by altering your attitude of mind. That is probably basically like he's saying, you become what you become what you think about. So your thoughts, then your deeds follows. So if you get up in the morning and you're going to work and you just say, I'm not motivated, I hate my job, I hate these things, I can't believe they put me here, I can't believe Stacy told something about me, I can't believe this. You see, you're focusing on all those things. Now eventually what is going to happen is that you're going to hypnotize your own self into behaving that type of way, because through habits, through your own habitual way of thinking, you've been saying certain things to yourself over and over again. Like how adverts, and like I said, LGBTQ, you go to Sainsbury's, you are playing game, you're watching football, you're watching sports, you're watching movies, you are constantly seeing it. It's because eventually it will become a normal thing. It will become something that is part of you. You see what I'm saying? It's just how it is. You are so based on the way you are thinking all the time, the way you are behaving towards people, you are hypnotizing your own self either towards success or failure. And unfortunately, most people have got into this habit so deep, they're rooted into this habit that they do so many things on a daily basis, they are not even aware that is going to hurt them in the future. You know what I'm saying? So your attitude all comes down to your daily habits. The things you do on a daily basis, right, is what would literally determine where you'd go. The things, the people you would attract, the car you would buy, the money you would get, the partner you would attract, the jobs you would get in the future, the kids you will have. Unfortunately, even when you have kids, right? Let me tell you something so deep. People don't realize here. People know about social heredity, isn't it? You see, when you were born, right, there are a lot of things that you've inherited. It's not just based on your environment. When you were growing up, it's not just based on the things your family, your teachers, the church taught you, the TV taught you. No. When you were born, you inherited things from your ancestors. So when you have kids, your kids or your kids' kids, they would inherit things from you as well. You see what I'm saying? So at this moment, everything that you are doing, you make sure that, especially with your mind, you treat it well. You focus on things that is going to improve you and your future kids, bro. Because everything is going to just keep carrying on. We are energy. Energy can neither be destroyed, created or destroyed, isn't it? I think people overlook that one as well. You are energy. So that means that, well, when we say that we are dead, well, we are not dead. We are just in a different form. We will be in a different form. But then still, our energy, like our kids and our kids, all these things will still stay with them. I think I'm drifting off to different whole conversation here. What the hell? But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, watch your attitude, man. Watch your attitude is very important. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important. Don't drop yourself to petty arguments and focus on petty things. When something is going on in the street, you see everyone will stop and look at it. Oh my God, what is going on? There's an accident. Oh my God, these people are fighting. Oh my God, all these things is going here. And the more you see it, like the LGBTQ, them promoting pride, it will become normal, and then you start to, oh, crazy, man. It's crazy. You see what I'm saying? It is crazy. So nowadays I'm just careful. I'm careful, you know. I'm careful because everything that we are doing every day is forming habits, and I've said it so many times as well. Everything that we are doing every day is forming a habit. I think outwitting the devil, Napoleon Hill, or the devil said something about what's this word? Something rhythm, something rhythm. Yeah. Do you know what? Eventually, my next video I'll talk about that one as well. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll make a video about this. I'll make a video about outwitting the devil. Why it's important to have the right habits in it. Because to be honest, that's how the devil gets most people, through their habits in it, their daily habits. That's just how people just fail in life. People meet with unwanted circumstances. It's just through our habits. Unfortunately, it's our habits. Just the same way that when during winter we get cold, isn't it? The winter time and then eventually spring will come, then summertime, then autumn will come. Yeah. There's certain trees and certain plants that can only grow in Antarctica, and there's certain trees and certain plants that can only grow in Los Angeles, right? If you took those Los Angeles plants to Antarctica, it will not be able to grow. Everything is working with it's working with the rhythm. It's like with the rhyme, right? Everything knows, nature knows exactly what it is doing. It's the same thing as you, right? You can do certain things with a rhyme. You know exactly what to do on a daily basis without even thinking about it, right? You do certain things in a certain way, but it's all through your habits. I'll talk about this. I'm talking too much. 15 minutes. Then, anyway, before I finish, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please subscribe. I need your support, guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers, the new subscribers and the old subscribers. God bless you guys as well. Have a wonderful have a wonderful day, guys. Watch your thoughts. Form the habit of just listening to your thoughts. Be aware of what is going on in your thoughts. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, guys, and take care.